Imagine stepping back in time, not just hundreds or thousands of years, but millions. Picture a world completely different from ours, a vast wild landscape teeming with strange and wonderful creatures. This is the stage where the greatest story ever told begins. Our story, the story of humanity. For a long, long time, our earliest ancestors were just one of many primates navigating this prehistoric world. They weren't the strongest, fastest, or biggest. But they had something special brewing. Deep in the heart of Africa, a monumental shift was happening. The climate was changing, forests were shrinking, and vast savannas were opening up. This new environment presented a challenge, but also an incredible opportunity. This is where we meet remarkable hominins like Australopithecus. You might know them by the famous fossil, Lucy. They were a crucial link in our family tree. The most groundbreaking thing they did? They stood up. Bipedalism, walking on two legs, was a game changer. It freed up their hands, allowing them to carry food, tools, and even their young over long distances. This simple act of standing tall was the first giant leap for humankind. With free hands, our ancestors started to experiment. They began to see rocks not just as rocks, but as potential tools. The Stone Age wasn't born in a flash of genius, but through millions of years of trial and error. Early hominins like Homo habilis, the handyman, started chipping away at stones to create sharp edges. These weren't fancy axes, just simple choppers, but they were revolutionary. They could butcher carcasses left by larger predators, accessing nutrient-rich marrow and meat that fueled a growing brain. And that's the next critical piece of the puzzle. Our brains started getting bigger. The combination of a more diverse diet and the mental challenge of making and using tools created a feedback loop. Smarter individuals who could make better tools were more likely to survive and pass on their genes. This led to the emergence of new species like Homo erectus, who were taller, had even larger brains, and were master toolmakers. Homo erectus didn't stay put in Africa. They were the first great explorers, venturing out into Asia and Europe. They learned to control fire, another monumental step. Fire provided warmth, protection from predators, and a new way to cook food, making it easier to digest and unlocking even more nutrients. Imagine a small group huddled around a crackling fire, sharing food and stories under a star-filled sky. This was the birth of the first communities, the first flicker of culture. Over hundreds of thousands of years, different groups of hominins evolved in different parts of the world, adapting to their local environments. In Europe, the Neanderthals emerged strong and resilient, masters of a cold, harsh world. And back in Africa, our own species, Homo sapiens, finally appeared. We were not necessarily stronger than Neanderthals, but we might have been different in other ways. We developed complex language, created symbolic art on cave walls, and formed larger social networks. Our ability to cooperate, share knowledge, and innovate on a massive scale may have been our ultimate advantage. The story of our dawn is a testament to resilience, curiosity, and the incredible power of adaptation. From a vulnerable primate on the African savanna to a species that would one day walk on the moon, our journey is nothing short of epic. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey back to the dawn of humanity. If you're fascinated by our deep past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories about where we all came from. See you next time.